there, it's Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com here with another one of the Noxus Cascade constructed 5.0 with a... this needs to be named here. This is actually a Dampening Sphere control deck. I got so sick and tired of the spells, either blue-red spells or just red burn, that I built a Dampening Sphere deck to really farm them out. Actually does pretty good against other decks too, as the Dampening Sphere it just shuts the Cascade down from people chaining off spells. So anyway, we'll take a look at it. We'll claim our prize here and get a Nullhide Ferox, which I already have a billion of, and Invert to Invent, which I already have a billion of as well. So anyway, here's the deck. I do want to make one change to this deck. So this is based around artifacts. So you have Mox Amber that can get off of either Jhoira or Psychic Thopterist to add mana. Fountain of Renewal, Navigator's Compass, Traveler's Amulet, so a bunch of 1-drops, a 1 of Dawn of Hope. This is another one you could go up in because the combo, it used to be that this deck used a ton of Chemister's Insights, and then I went down from Chemister's Insights to just trying to get like the Dawn of Hope to draw cards and then mill your opponent that way. Like the Dawn of Hope, one Dawn of Hope is actually pretty good though because you have the 1 out, then the Fountain of Renewal can mill your opponent through the Psychic Corrosion. So basically we just need to slow the game down, and then I do like the 1 of Chemister's Insight, though, just to get rid of excess cards that we don't need. So there's a couple of things I do want to change to this. Like, I don't know what the numbers, but I'm running a very low land count because with this Cascade type of format, you thin your deck out very easily. So if you still want to remain around that 35 to 38% land, you can just rely on that by thinning the deck out, if that makes sense mathematically speaking. So you shouldn't have a problem with mana. I rarely do have a problem with mana with this deck, even at 20. Also, this is a 1 match, so the arena is going to try to give you the best of 2 hands with the land. So Dampening Sphere I have as a 4 of. I'm not sure if Dampening Sphere needs to be a 4 of in this deck, as it is quite weak versus other decks. So a couple of cards that I want to go up, like 1, I think the Master Thopterist wants to be more than just a 1 of in this deck because it is your key card once you've got the lock going to at least give you a Thopter to then block. But I've just got it a 1 right here because I think the Settle the Wreckage and the Cleansing Nova are necessary evils. Like, I wouldn't even run Settle the Wreckage against Mono Red or the Blue Red, except it seems like you go up against a lot of Mono White, and Cleansing Nova is actually a lot of times like slow, or you need to go up to 6 of these type of board wipe effects. So let's just go down the list and I'll explain some of the ins and outs with how this deck works. Revitalize and Ritual of Rejuvenation are going to help stall. Traveler's Amulet's going to act as your card advantage too. This is going to give you a Traveler's Amulet, and then you can sacrifice to get a land. So usually if you do have any excess lands left over, when we're into the turn 5, turn 6, turn 7, you can at least crack this to go get a land, thin out your deck even more. Compass is also going to gain you 3 life. These are very good at, we only need to run 1 mountain in this deck, so I'm running 9 plains, 9 islands, 1 mountain, and 1 glacial fortress, because we do use Jhoira the Weatherlight, which whenever you cast a historic spell, you draw a card. This can also go the turbo mill route with the Psychic Corrosion. Once you have Jhoira out, then all of your artifacts then mill your opponent. And then Storm the Vault's really neat in this. It is a non-bow with the Dampening Sphere. Whenever one or more creatures you control deals combat damage to player, create a colorless treasure token. That works with the Master Thopterist, however, I've yet to use that ability. Usually you just cast the Storm of the Vault, and it can hit an artifact off of the cast, and then it can flip into the Vault of Catlacan, and you can add a blue for each artifact you control. This is really good for having the turbo mill with the Psychic Corrosion. Like, then you can sacrifice all of your Fountains of Renewal in 1 turn, because this is going to add you a ton of mana with the Storm of the Vault. However, if you have a Dampening Sphere, then it gets shut down. So that's why I think Psy Master Thopterist might want to be up in count, because the Psy Master Thopterist can actually kill your own Dampening Sphere at your own convenience. Like, the end of your opponent's turn, you can just crack the Dampening Sphere, and then on your turn you can go crazy with it. So again, this is just, I don't know where the numbers need to go down, but I think the one card I do want to add is a search for Azcanta. I think this is like a 1 of in this deck is pretty good. I don't know if it's like Ritual of Rejuvenation you can cut down. You do want things that can hit the Dampening Sphere though. So it would just be one of these cards. In this case, it might just be like a Settle the Wreckage. I don't know. This card's so good though in the deck. Let's just we're going to cut a Traveler's Amulet for this particular list. But the search Let's do a Navigator's Compass. The search for Azcanta allows you to flip pretty easily with this deck if you're going to be casting off a bunch of spells like Revitalize and Rituals. It also allows you to try to hit those. So sometimes you need to hit for the Settle the Wreckage or the Cleansing Nova. And I think having just a one of in here is going to be beneficial. So again, I don't know if Dampening Sphere needs to be a 4 of. Hopefully we can get some games where Dampening Sphere will actually work, and you can see how it locks down the red. So a couple of games versus both the Experimental Frenzy and the there is the risk factor decks. If you have a Dampening Sphere out, they can't even cast more than 2 spells per turn. It just gets too mana intensive for them to cast those spells. So that's the deck list. Nothing else too crazy about it. It is a control deck. We'll play a few games here on this Nox's Cascade constructed. Hopefully we can go 5-0 again. Usually when I start taping, though, we get bad matchups. I'll get some crazy match where Dampening Sphere actually, usually against like big creature-based decks, so green, Dampening Sphere is actually, it hurts me from chaining off and digging for my Cleansing Novas. So keep that in mind. Sorry if I seem so fried, too. I did a ton of these in a row trying to get a 5-0 finish, trying to get the numbers right for this deck. This is a weird hand. It's keepable, though, because of Traveler's Amulet. Like, we have things going for us on our first few turns. And, like, again, mono red is, like, the majority of the decks, and then this mono white deck to farm the mono red is the other ones. Sky Merchant Aspirant's not going to find anything. That is going to be a bit of an issue for us. I'm going to turn the volume down because that is annoying. Yeah, we hit our land, though, so now I think I can just go Fountain of Renewal. Yeah, Fountain of Renewal is better here just to get the life gain. This will find our Mox Amber. So we do need to find the Settle the Wreckage before our opponent can lethal, which they can. Like, if next turn my opponent goes with Drawing's Pridemate, that's going to be the tricky hand. So I think next turn, no matter what, it's going to be Traveler's Amulet, crack a Traveler's Amulet to find another land. And then we need to do the same. Hopefully we draw something else, but we probably need to do the same thing again. Just a Marshal. This won't find anything either. Opponent might have a lot of the 1-drops in hand. No, 1-drop. Okay, we're in very good shape. So it is going to just be Traveler's Amulet. It's not going to find anything. Thought about putting a Chamber Sentry in here for more things to find and then being able to get Chamber Sentry back, but that's unnecessary. So this is just going to go find us a Plains. I don't think we're any risk of getting lethal down this turn. History Banality could come down this turn, and then that could be a problem. Could also be the Angel. Just a Hunted Witness. So my opponent had a pretty bad hand with just 1-drops in hand. And we know there's no 2-drop because my opponent would have cast the 2-drop. So I think we're in great shape, but there's no way our opponent can lethal. And we hit a land anyway, so we can just go Psychic Corrosion or Navigator's Compass. But I'm going to go Psychic Corrosion because Psychic Corrosion could find a Navigator's Compass. So we have our win con out. You only need one of these. This is a pretty good turbo. Ooh, interesting. I think I'm going to cast it. So there's the Dampening Sphere. That will slow down our opponent. And then we have the Settle the Wreckage for the next turn. Nothing by my opponent. I think I can just safely just land go and not even go with Settle the Wreckage. My opponent seems, yeah, I think we can just go Navigator's Compass, Navigator's Compass. Or, no, we want a Traveler's Amulet, so we'll go Traveler's Amulet, doesn't find anything. And this Navigator's Compass will cost 2, and then we'll be able to crack. So my opponent just kept like a really weak hand. Yeah, we have got Compass though, so I can just grab another white. Puts us back up to 17. Now we have the Cleansing Nova, which is just a superior card for wiping our board without ramping our opponent up. It's interesting. I have no clue what my opponent has in hand. A bunch of 4-drops, possibly? Huh. All right, we'll use Cleansing Nova. Do you know what? I don't even really have to. I could just even go... Nah, Cleansing Nova is fine. Now, my opponent could have a Make a Stand here. I can't cast this, so we'll just decline. Well, it just declines and goes back in. All right, so opponent's going to have a Hunting Witness back. And that's that. And I'm going to just go ahead and click a land here. I don't like how they, even if you say pass turn, this Navigator's Compass just keeps asking you, would you like to activate? Would you like to activate? Would you like to activate? How about now? Even if this pass turn is clicked. They really need to put a bunch of auto yields. And the pass turn should mean pass turn. All right, so we can go Fountain of Renewal. And we're getting flooded with a lot of these artifacts. That's typically what it does, is floods with these artifacts. That's why I don't know what the right numbers are. Like, you want to have enough of them, because if you run out, that's also a miserable feeling. But my opponent... Oh, they're on their Heroic Reinforcements build. This is actually pretty good, because it cascades and casts it first, and then gives it +1/+1. And so you can hit some pretty cool stuff with it. All right, so we have a Loxodon. And I'm just going to Revitalize, which will mill. And I can actually cast this Traveler's Amulet, and I can actually even crack it. So this will thin us out. I'll just go get red now. Is fine. And go ahead and click on this so I don't have to apologize for this deck too. That's why I'm only doing a couple videos with this, because it is a long, grindy matchup. Should have restarted too before I started playing. It looks like Arena's already lagging. But opponent won't be able to play anything off of this. It keeps trying to play. Why can't I play it? Why can't I play it? It's a card called Dampening Sphere, Chief. All right, we can keep trying. Okay, we're gonna be caught here for a while. I wonder if I'm just like... Okay, good. There is a time clock. And it is not... Okay, good. It's not... I was like, oh no, this could be infinite time clock because, there you go. Okay, so we'll mill our opponent. Get a Lava Coil and some mountains. So I'm just going to put out another Plains. And we can put out the Compass. We're back up to a healthy 21. And then pass the turn. And I don't think I'm going to even run out of a Settle the Wreckage this turn. We're not in any threat. It's just 6 damage. Well, maybe now with the Ajani's Pridemate. That's annoying. Nope, I think we have to wait for next turn to do the Ajani's Pridemate. I could still easily lose this. We did, I don't know, somewhat flood. I think we might just crack a Fountain here. Because I'm going to be taking 6. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm going to crack a Fountain. I typically don't like to crack these Fountains because they're your residual lock once you have locked out your opponent. But yeah, these lands. Okay, back up. Another land, unfortunately. Wow, that is a flood and a half. I have nothing to cast here, so we'll just pass the turn. And most likely we're going to have to go the Settle the Wreckage. And Settle the Wreckage also is sort of a little bit of a non-bow with the Dampening Sphere. But, I mean, not really, though, because it starts to really cost a ton of mana. See if my opponent's smart. Should attack with everything but the Pride Mate. Nope. Okay, so we can settle the wreckage. And we can actually cast the Navigator's Compass. Unfortunately, we give our opponent a ton of lands. And also give them the red sources. Unless we milled all the red sources, that'd be hilarious if we did. But I doubt it. But I think we might just lose this one just because... Oh, wow, only gets one land. No way. There's only that left. My opponent went a really greedy... Unless my opponent just decided not to get many lands. That seems pretty bad of a play, though, if that's the case. Yeah, there's... Oh, the rest of them are actually non-basic. Unfortunately, though, look what's happening on our end. That is another land. So I'm going to crack the Fountain of Ruin. And there's a Cleansing Nova. That's a good backup. Or Fountain of Renewal, not Ruin. And then pass the turn. So our Psychic Corrosion just hit all the basics. Back up to a 20. Heroic Reinforcements is annoying. It can hit like a 3-drop. History of Banality is annoying. I can wait a turn, though. This is only going to do like 7 damage, I believe. Now, let's just hope we don't hit another land, because we are very, very flooded at this point. Yeah, Ritual's going to be great. I can just cast that. And we will cast the Search. As that will be able to flip over. Another land. And pass the turn. So History of Banality comes down here. I don't even think like a Heroic Reinforcements will kill us. So I had another Mountain in hand after that. No, that seems odd. My opponent only got... Yeah, my opponent just screwed up. Legion War Boss. So we don't have to worry about a Heroic Reinforcement here. And there's a Leonin. And now, the only thing my opponent could cast is a 1-drop. So the other Cleansing Nova is going to get us there. This is a really tight game, though, just the way that how much lands we flooded out. And my opponent might be playing around to Settle the Wreckage now, too. Always plays head games with when someone uses a Settle the Wreckage. Okay, so we get a Search for Azcanta. Graveyard that island. I think I'm out of basic islands. 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, not quite. And we do have a... Yeah, it's fine to just Cleansing Nova here. And yeah, we can Revitalize. And we even have a Settle the Wreckage up if we needed to. I think I'd rather prefer to just Azcanta for a Psychic Corrosion, though, just to speed this up. My opponent's only at a 12. Yeah, we've actually got this. There's a War Boss. And gets a Vanguard. Can't cast another Heroic Reinforcements here because of the mana cost from Dampening Sphere. But hopefully my opponent won't be salty and just actually play this out. This happens a lot with this deck, by the way, is you get people incredibly upset that you're playing a control mill strategy. Arena really needs a report button. It is getting I'd say about 20% of games are rage quitters. And that is annoying. It's going to kill Arena unless they figure that out. Okay, so we just get hit by the 1. I'm gonna go ahead and just tutor here and grab a Chemister's Insight. And I think that will be enough mill, actually, because my opponent gets milled here. Not quite. We get another land. So just gonna run out the, Chemister's Insight. Cast the Psychic. Okay, the Psychic Corrosion hits first. That's kind of the cool thing with the Chemister's Insight. That's why I had 4 of them in this deck originally. Is Chemister's Insight, a Psychic Corrosion was a real good feeling. And we just win here. Yeah, I can actually go Psychic Corrosion. I can actually just cast a Revitalize here. And that mills. So that was closer than I wanted it to be. Victory. Hopefully we can get the red version. Might have to do a restart here too because of how laggy Arena. That's something they have to figure out too, is just the memory loss that's happening. You can play, I don't know, you play like a couple leagues in a row and then the lag just gets unbearable. And so for streaming, it makes it really annoying. Have to reset things. Okay, so this is a weird hand. I think I'm going to keep it. There's some good things going for it. There's, of course, some terrible things going for it. One being the Mox Ambers in hand. But look what we have established versus red. We have a turn 2 dampening sphere, or damping sphere. Cast the Navigator's Compass, since damping sphere is not quite out yet. Yeah, and this should be really good, especially if my opponent has a Runaway Steamkin. Hopefully we can get ahead here. There's the Runaway Steamkin, so it can't cast anything. So that did a good job slowing it down. And now this opponent gets to go through the... How does this work? Why isn't this working? Oh boy. There you go. Okay, so I think I need to go Amulet, crack Amulet. I guess I could have just cracked the Amulet I had out. Whoops. That was a mistake. Get an island. And we'll just crack this other Amulet as well, rather than play a Amber. Okay, so we're in okay shape. Storm the Vault's kind of weak. I don't know if I want to go search for Azcanta over it. Pyromancer. Pyromancer's annoying because this one does get... We need to find our... Ooh, finds a Fanatical Firebrand. Ugh. Yeah, I need to go Azcanta and we need to find the... Because the Storm the Vault, I can't cast anything off of it. That turn 2 Runaway Steamkin's what this deck really, really works on. Okay, so Psychic Corrosion I could cast. I could do Psychic Corrosion, but I think I want Search for Azcanta. Oh, this is tough. Yeah, because Search for Azcanta I can at least cast. Yeah. And we get a Compass. Unfortunately, I wanted a land, or a Traveler's Amulet for another land. Viashino with Pyromancer is good here. Yeah, like, I have to really, really dig for a, not even a Settle the Wreckage. We want a, and I have to draw a land too. I don't know if I'm going to get there. I think we're just going to be a little too slow. The Damaging Sphere just didn't really work out with the Viashino Pyromancers. I believe I'm dead next turn. Okay, that's fine. Unfortunately, this like gives our opponent a ton of lands, so I can go Mox Amber here just to get it out. I think that's fine. Yeah, Mox Amber's fine. And then pass the turn. But I mean, that's quite a bit of mana. And a Wizard's Lightning. With another Runaway Steamkin, huh? Just gonna go those ones, huh? So I think I'm dead regardless, is what my opponent's playing around. I can't play it, unfortunately. That was pretty good, though. Other than we still don't have any life gain in sight. Shock actually can't get anything this turn. Flame of Keld, huh? That's a good one. I really wanted this card, but I think, yeah, we're just staring down lethal right now. Unless I gain some life. And we get one anyway. Did I just put that in the graveyard? Whoops. I guess just Psychic Corrosion is the play. And hope it hits. And unfortunately, it's a Dampening Sphere, number 2. All right, so that one didn't work out very well for us. Got stuck on the lands there. We had to, I think didn't we tutor for every one of those lands, so I didn't even draw a natural, like, okay, so, no, drew the first one, we tutored twice with the Traveler's Amulets. Maybe I could have played that a little bit differently. But that's a tough match if they get their turn 2 Runaway Steamkin. Because that card just gets out of hand really, really quickly, with the ability to pump itself up off of every spell that's cast and then use the mana to then recast more spells. Oftentimes they can do it multiple times in one turn, especially if they have like the Lava Runner out. All right, we'll keep this one to then make the Lightning Bolts or the Wizard's Lightning down to 1 mana rather than 3 mana. We are on the draw too, so if Red gets the jump on us again, we might lose this one. There's a mulligan. That's always good. That's like mulliganing 2 cards in this format. Oh, we're actually on the play. Oh, that's better. So I'm gonna lead off with the Fountain of Renewal to get the residual life gain going. That's something we didn't have either. So, and we had to, didn't we draw the Mox Amber? Yeah. So last game there was a lot of things that were going wrong for us. Do need to get up to 3 mana. for the Ritual of Rejuvenations. It's one of the problems with running such a low land count. But, I mean, we're down to 52 cards again. We've already thinned out. And there we go. Perfect. There's a Traveler's Amulet. This doesn't find anything. And we'll crack it. Get another white source or a blue source. Doesn't matter whichever one pulls up first. Guess it's blue. Because we have the Navigator's Compass later on. So, Electromancer, Runaway Steamkin's always rough here. I haven't actually seen a... Ooh, this is the Phoenix deck. I have seen this deck where they try to mill themselves with Creeping Corrosions and Phoenix. Vicious Rumors. I don't think I need this Navigator's Compass. And we hit a Traveler's Amulet. Okay, 2 cards we didn't need. So I wonder if this is some sort of discard deck running even Nicol Bolas. It's a great card if we... I'm just going to main phase this just in case. Yes! We get the Damping Sphere. This should slow our opponent down. And unfortunately, Cleansing Nova. So, didn't hit the land. But we have another shot at it next turn. A Forest. Okay, a 3-color deck. Gift of Paradise. Well, they don't get anything off of this. Cool. Now we get to go through this again. There you go. So Gift of Paradise. And we do not hit the land, so we'll try again this turn. And if we get another dampening sphere here. Dawn of Hope we can't even... Oh, no, we can't now. Yeah, so I just want to hit a land off of the Ritual. Ugh. Ugh, ugh. That hurts. My opponent now has every color of mana. Another Gift of Paradise. Can cast a 1-drop. Nope. Oh, can cast the Search. Yeah, because it's just 1. That's going to hurt. Well, I think we lost this one. I think we're going 2 and out. Yeah. I could go Psychic Corrosion. I think I want to try to hit a land, though. This seems to me like it's some sort of actually Star of Extinction deck. Who knows? Maybe we can come back from this. We do have a Cleansing Nova eventually that can get us there. Vraska's Contempt goes to the graveyard. Could have a lot of control that's just dead. They run any 1-drops in this deck? Some elves? Alright, so Vicious, I think we can just get rid of the Storm the Vault. Yeah, it's kind of weak. But if my opponent didn't find a land here, then we're in great shape. If my opponent just wants to cast a 2-drop too, then they can't really do anything else. There's the land. Okay, so I think we just get Psychic Corrosion online. No! It's Search for Azcanta that's underneath. So we miss a land again. Can't even do anything with this Fountain of Renewal. So I guess Damping Sphere. When I saw, of course, the first turn, I thought Damping Sphere would be good. I think Damping Sphere is actually hurting us more than our opponent here. Yeah, Search for Azcanta would have been a clutch. Oh, I could have cast it! What was I doing? I just messed up. I could have cast the Search for Azcanta. I had an open mountain. I was thinking it cost one more than it. Whoops. There was a throw. Okay, so it's going to be a dispersal. So the corrosion goes back and the Fountain of Renewal goes away. At least we can recast it. Oh man, yeah, I think I just miffed the game. All right, so I'm gonna go Jhoira here. There, I can cast this, Kevin. There you go. Throws a chance for glory. And the Search for Azcanta does flip. Alright, so my opponent's going to dig. Thinking Nimmizet's in this deck. And this could be a Teferi deck. Yeah, this is definitely a Teferi deck. This could be a take extra turn deck. Oh, yeah, this could be the Lich's Mastery. So Assassin's Trophy, which is, we're hurting for land, so I'm okay with my opponent killing anything here. I do want that out of the way, though. Yeah, we'll do Psychic Corrosion. Fortunately, not a land. I'm sure this Assassin's Trophy is going to hit that Psychic Corrosion. I'm just going to pass it up. Not going to run into a possible Settle the Wreckage. So this is going to get another Vicious Rumor. So my opponent's going to run out of Vicious Rumors to viciously ruin. I can just get rid of a Settle the Wreckage here. And hits a land. And my opponent was kind... Oh, no, they weren't... Okay, yeah, never mind. I was thinking it came into my hand. I'm like, they're kind enough to allow me to play it. But it's not Path to... Or, no, all of them do come in. Okay. Opponent has a ton of mana. Dampening Sphere is still being very dampening. Wish this had modes where destroy all creatures, destroy all artifacts, choose 2, destroy all creatures, destroy all artifacts, or destroy all enchantments. That'd be pretty sweet. Isn't that what that the 6 mana one did? Old school card. That way we could actually kill those Gift of Paradise. Looks like possibly another Dispersal coming. Okay, so we will get rid of... A Cleansing Nova's fine. Assassin's Trophy. Well, at least we get some lands. Opponent is running out of cards, too. They do have this, the Search for Azcanta. And we are at a high life total. So let's just throw out good old Jhoira. Speak of life total. Thin out these cards. We do hit a land this time. Awesome. Go for a Traveler's Amulet to draw a card. And we have a Revitalize on our opponent's turn. Yeah, we'll do Damping Sphere again. Draws us another card. Gonna thin out. Because now we don't want lands. We have plenty of lands. We have lands for 2 turns. And I believe my opponent is out of the Vicious Rumors. So now nope, one more Vicious Rumors. Pretty bad against us, though, since we are a draw deck. Okay, gonna Azcanta. Find a Mastermind's Acquisition. Which it's going to be the Lich's Mastery? Is that what we're still facing? We'd have the Cleansing Nova for it. And an Inspiring Cleric, sure. All right, still need to find the Psychic Corrosion. Now we're having a tough time with the... Yeah, we'll go Chemister's Insight, just main phase it. Okay. At least it draws us another card. There's another land. Jeez. Comes in sequences here. And there's the Navigator's Compass. Other than that, or over Revitalize, it doesn't really matter. Actually, we can do another Chemister's Insight on our opponent's turn. So decides not to. So when Lich's Mastery leaves the game, opponent loses the game. So if I just go Cleansing Nova, I just win. And there's the chance for glory. Sure. So opponent gets to attack in. And gets another turn. Let's take the damage. And they get another turn, so there's no point running anything out here. So they do need to hit a lot of good cards in a row. I know they can set things up. I just might lose this with the chance for glory. Mirari's Conjecture. And doesn't have the mana for the chance for glory or... So I think my opponent just screwed up. Oh, they do have the mana for chance. But that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They do have the mana. Womp womp. Perfect mana. So I believe we just lost this, correct? No, now my opponent screwed up because he went the Inspiring Cleric. Why in the world did my opponent just cast the... Wow. Okay, because they could just got a chance for glory. Oh, wait a second. Wasn't that last turn the chance happened? I thought it was last turn. Did I miss something? Oh, wait, yeah, it's my turn. It's my turn. Okay, I am all over the place here. We're just going to Cleansing Nova and win the game. All right, so read the cards. They explain the cards. I seen that chance was giving my opponent another turn. I almost passed the turn there. But it was just saying he lost the game, and he can't lose the game because of Lich's Mastery. So I don't know what was up with my opponent. I believe my opponent did have the mana. Maybe not. Maybe the mana was messed up. All right, play another one here. Probably the last one. This is really getting laggy. And I think it's going to drop us here on Arena. Interesting, though. Haven't seen a Lich's Mastery deck. Don't know if I like it in this particular format. It seems too quick. They really have to get that out, Lich's Mastery out fast. Isn't this the same person we just played against? Maybe not. Okay, we have the Damping Sphere in our opening hand. And we can get the Mox Amber out of the way. And we have 3 mana. 3 mana is beautiful. So against green decks, we should be good with the Settle the Wreckage. Against red decks, we have a Fountain of Renewal first turn, and then a second turn Damping Sphere. Yeah, this is a great hand. Maybe we'll get to play if our opponent decides to keep their hand or mulligan their hand or scoop it up or whatever they want to do. Opponent keeps. Let's see your mountain. The Steam Vents. All right, we thin out our deck. And depending on what comes down... All right, so blue-red, we usually want this Damping Sphere. Tormenting Voice, so it is a Phoenix. Oh, yes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is going to be like an opt. Okay, a shock. Yeah, we'll take a shock to the face. So I think Damping Sphere is better than Revitalize. We want to hit another sphere as quickly as possible, too. That will give us some padding with the Navigator's Compass. Yeah, this can be miserable for my opponent. We'll get Psychic Corrosion out. I think we can safely do Psychic Corrosion before we can do Phoenix, or before we can do Ritual. I mean, Psychic Corrosion does help my opponent. Electromancer. Ugh. That will reduce. Kind of negates my Damping Sphere. Thing is, though, too, with this deck, too, my opponent could run out of cheap spells to get back the Phoenixes. So I think Corrosion is the play. Fortunately, can't cast that. And we've slowed down our opponent. So a Revitalize is probably actually better than Ritual of Rejuvenation because we can catch the one drop off of the Revitalize. Yeah, the colored mana is going to be a problem with my opponent, so I want to find another damping sphere as quick as possible. Can run spells out on my turn and on his turn. So this will get like an Opt or a Shock. There's a Shock. And I believe they can cast one more spell this turn. Okay, cool. We're still a nice, healthy 20 life total. And look what we just hit. And we're going to go ahead and do it. And Fountain of Renewal would be perfect. I don't know what would be better, a Traveler's Amulet or Fountain of Renewal here. So, 2 shocks and 1 shock, 1 opt. Opponent is hitting land drops, which is Crackling Drake. All right, that's going to be... That is one of the cards. Can't cast this no matter what. Oh, yes. No, can't cast it. Yeah, can't cast it. Why can I have 2 damping spheres. Each spell costs 1 more... Huh. Was there... Oh, it reduces because of Electromancer. Okay. Alright, so I need to hit a land here. We do have some padding, though. We have like a turn to get there. Hopefully. For the Settle the Wreckage. Alright, we hit it anyway. Alright, so chart a course. This will find like another opt or shock. So my opponent won't have another play after this because it will be too expensive. So I could give myself another turn with like a Ritual of Rejuvenation. I can't do a Crackling Drake. And opt's not going to do anything. I think I can give myself another turn. That's the 3rd opt. So all the Chart of Courses, Tormenting Voices are not going to be able to cast. So I think that Phoenixes are... Oh, Phoenixes do come back. That was the 3rd one this turn. So this is a great turn for Settle the Wreckage. And my opponent fell right into it. So that should be game. I don't think they have enough resources left. They do have a lot of mana, but double Damping Sphere. Look how much... Beacon Bolt was already up to like 8 mana. Getting rid of the Goblin Electromancer reduces it. So yeah, fell right into the Settle the Wreckage. And only 23 cards left. Has to discard a Goblin Electromancer. Corrosion is going to mill some more. There we have a Dawn of Hope. Dawn of Hope's fine, just to run out. Yeah, it's fine. All this off 4 lands. So 11 mana. Electromancer's okay. But they're going to have to pay 2 right off the bat for the shock that's left. And there's no phoenixes in the graveyard. So that's the... And I believe that's the last shock. So no more ops or no more shocks. So any radical ideas just don't hit anything at this point. I mean, it's not that relevant anyway with the damping spheres. Yeah, try to course just cost everything. The remainder of everything. Can't cast another spell. So I think I just mill here. Maybe I keep some back just so I can... Oh boy, Arena's going to crash trying to click on this. Oh boy. Corrosion, so mills. Murmuring Mystic. Yeah, I'll pay it. I think that's fine. Unfortunately, to hit another land. We have one more draw to hit a land. Wow, 4 lands, and we've gone through tons of cards. There's a land. So that'll allow us to crack a... Nah, we'll just do a Navigator's Compass to give us even some more. Padding, so 25. Yeah, 11 cards. Do we mill any more phoenixes? There's 1 phoenix in the graveyard. So I'm thinking 1 phoenix is in hand. Opponent can cast a radical idea right now. I don't know if that's... I guess maximize velocity is still real. Yeah, I didn't think there was any more. So there's no maximize velocities in the deck. Otherwise, it would at least shown us. So, Crackling Drake. Which my opponent chooses to cast. The Electromancer. But I believe I have enough mill already. No, I don't. I mill only by 6. Opponent can hit for 2. I go down to 23. That last Crackling Drake. Now, the most my opponent can get up is 24 next turn. And then whatever's in the graveyard. So I'm not going to mill, because I believe I'm just... Yeah, because we have spells we can cast. So, decline. Decline. So I need to put a stop in my opponent's upkeep before they draw. So there's 5. Run out the Ritual of Rejuvenation. This mill's 4. Okay, we have it. This mill's 4. Decline, because we need the mana. No, that goes to 3. Decline this. I'm going to crack a Traveler's Amulet. Because I didn't play land, right? Or did I screw up here? Yeah, I only mill by 3. So if my opponent screws up and casts a spell here, like a Radical Idea, then we mill. An opt. My opponent did just screw up. Awesome. So there's one more Phoenix in the deck. And as long as Arena does its job and actually stops at my stop, sometimes it skips it. We should have this. And I think we had it anyway by life totals because it's what, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Ooh, it'd be close. Really close game. All right, there we go. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Well, we're about an hour into gameplay here. You got some games with this one, so I don't have everyone complain this time. I'll finish this off tomorrow, way above my wins. Usually I don't like to play Arena when I don't get any more rewards from it. But, I mean, pretty fun deck. I don't know, like I said, there's something missing with this, whether it be heavier up on the control with the Settle the Wreckages and whatnot, or yeah, if creatures were more of a thing, I would go higher into Settle the Wreckage. But I mean, you have an idea of what cards actually do work well. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this list. We'll have the deck list in the description below. Thanks for watching.